Hello everyone. Today I'm going to solve problem number 3 from NeetCode 150, which is 2 sum. Let's understand the problem statement first. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return the indices I and j such that nums of I plus nums of j equal to target and I is not equal to j. You may assume that every input has exactly one pair of indices I and j that satisfy the condition. Return the answer with the smaller index first. Let's go to the example given. Example 1. So nums array contains 3, 4, 5, 6 and the target value is 7. Okay. If I add 3 and 4, I will get the target value, right? So I found one pair, like 0, comma 1 is the pair. So if I add the value in that particular indices, I'll get the target value, right? So 3 plus 4 equal to 7. So the answer to this particular example is 0, comma 1. And in example 2, the nums array contains 4, 5, 6. The target value is 10. So if I add the value 4 and 6, I'll get the target value, right? So the pair of indices is 0, comma 2 here. Let's example 3, nums contains 5, comma 5 and target value is 10. So if I add 5 and 5, I'll get the target value. So the answer is 0, comma 1, which represents the pair indices value in the nums array, right? So if we see the constraints, the nums length will start from 2, minimum 2, maximum 1000. And nums of I varies from minus 10 power 7 to 10 power 7. And the target value is also varies from minus 10 power 7 to 10 power 7. So recommended time and space complexity, you should aim for a solution with order of n time and order of n space, where n is the size of the input array. Okay. So, so, so like in this problem, basically I'll need to choose two elements from this input array in such a way that if I add the value of it, I'll get the target value, right? So the brute force approach that we can think is like checking all the possible pairs, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6 in this particular example. So first what we can do is we can compare 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7, right? So this is the target value that we are looking for. So we can straightly return without checking further, right? So, okay. Let's suppose the target value is 10 instead of 7. What if they have given to us is 10? Target value is 10, right? So in that case, I'll be checking all the possible pairs. So for pairs means 3, comma 4 and 3, comma 5 and 3, comma 6. So 3 plus 4, 7, which is not equal to target. 3 plus 5, which is 8, which is also not equal to target. 3 plus 6, which is 9, which is also not equal to target. So let's check the rest of the pairs, like 4 plus 5, which is 9, which is not equal to target, and 4 and 6, which is equal to 10, which is equal to target. So the answer will be 0. This is 0, 1, 2, 3 indices. So 1 and 3 is the answer, right? So for checking all the pairs, what we need to do, we need to basically write 2 loops. Like for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. And for int j equal to I plus 1, because here if you see I is not equal to j, right? So j, the next possible pair indices will be the pair index value which is greater than the current index, right? So which will be j equal to I plus 1, j is less than n, and j plus plus. So this two loops have returned to check all the possible pairs. So if nums of I plus nums of j equal to target, which means I found the pair, I can simply return here. So return new int of I comma j. Definitely there will be a possible pair. So this is the default return statement. Okay. This is fine. Sorry, I was initializing this correct. Yes. So this will succeed because num's length is 1000, right? So the time complexity of this particular solution is, the time complexity is order of n power 2, right? So the time taken will be 1000 into 1000, which is equal to 10 power 6. So this will get submitted. This will not give any time limit exceeded error. And the space complexity is order of 1 constant. But the expected time and space complexity is here. If you see, you should aim for a solution with order of n time and order of n space, right? Not order of n square time complexity. So this is the brute force way. If I submit this, it will submit it without any issues. But the expected time complexity is order of n, not order of n square. So let's think another way, like the optimal way. Like, so in this particular input array, so the target value given is 10, right? So let's say if I am at third element, right? So target value is 10. So currently I am at this particular index. So 3. So what I need is 7, right? So 10 minus 3, which is 7. If I have already found 7 in the past, then I can able to find, then I can able to return the answer. Means I found a particular pair, right? So here 7 is not found. So I cannot able to include this to return an answer. So if I take 4, then I need 6. Did I found 6 earlier? No. So that is a possible pair. So I am at 5. So 5 minus 5. So 5 minus 10, which is 5. Did I found 5 earlier? No. So I cannot make an answer. So I am at 6. I need 4. Did I found 4 earlier? Yes. Then this means that this 4 and 6 combinedly helps to return an answer, right? So basically I need to store the particular value that I found, right? And also I need a index of it. So it's a kind of storing key value pair. So here key is the particular array element, value is the particular element index, right? So we can use a hash map data structure. So map of integer comma integer hash map, which is equal to new hash map. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So int needed value equal to what? So the target value minus nums of I. If suppose hash map contains key of needed value, means I found a pair, I can simply return the answer. So hash map dot get of needed value will give me the index of that particular element, right? So else I will need to put this current element into the hash map with the index. Let's run this code. Yes. So the time complexity here, we are iterating the input array exactly one time, right? So the time complexity is order of n. And the space complexity is also order of n, because in the worst case, we might store the whole input array into the hash map, right? So that's why it's the space complexity is order of n. Yes. So I hope I clearly conveyed this brute force approach to solve this problem, as well as the optimal way to solve this problem. And that's it. Thank you for watching.